Hi guys, this is Anna from the head of Lumi, Live Like You Mean It. I'm going to be talking to you about your evening routine. This is a sticky one for a lot of people because it can be the time where you kind of just let all the rules go, we lose our self-control, we've run out of decision-making power, and we aren't generally our best selves. So I want to talk to you about what you can do in the evening to set your life up to be more optimal. And so let's start. So evening time can be pretty full on if you are in a family, and it can be a time where most people, I think, look at evening as like a relax time or a reset time at least. I know Netflix and social media dominate at this time, so does snacking, all that kind of stuff. I want to kind of frame it in a way of, I assume that the middle of the day for most people is full of something, and all of our programs take that into account, whether that is work or you just living your best life or whatever. I'll never design a program that assumes you have all day to tidy and to organize. All of them have been designed around my own experience, which is working full-time and studying part-time, and having 2 small children. So it's doable, but yeah, that's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming people have things to do in the day, so I'm just kind of bracketing around. We'll get to like work habits in a later episode. So in the evening, you spent a whole day doing a whole lot of stuff. I don't like to make the evening routine rigorous, demanding, because who knows what has been thrown at you during the day, and to put really high importance tasks at the end of the day can be quite risky. In saying that, I know there's like a whole segment of the population out there that are night owls. Shout out to you, but I am not you. And I know that there's like, between like 9 and 1 is your go time. So reverse what I do in morning and night, I guess, for that sort of habit. However, I would look into how healthy things are going for you if you are flipping into night. Anyway, so general more like evening routine, keep it quite simple. So if you are someone who preps food early, I am not a bulk prepper yet, or I don't know if I want to be, but anyway, I'm not. It's best to have like quick, simple, healthy meals that don't take a lot of effort to go through the week. You know, if you love to cook, okay, cool. But if you find you love to cook and then you're getting too tired to do your big performance during the week, maybe save the fun cooking till the weekend. So keeping it really simple with like whole foods and salads and lean meats if you eat meat, and a variety of vegetables available that don't need a lot of cooking. Bingo. Beautiful. Okay, so eating dinner nice and early is really good for your digestive system. You don't want to go to bed on a really full stomach. And I do recommend that that's the last thing you eat. If you are on like the health plan and wagon for this year or for your life, I do recommend just not buying snacks that aren't good for you. Even if it's under the guise of like snacks for the kids, it's not good for them either. So if it's something that you are prioritizing, just don't have it in the house. That just takes out 90% of the temptation, because usually you're really tired when you're wanting to binge and snack, and the thought of getting in the car and like driving somewhere to get there is just a whole nother obstacle, which you want to put as many obstacles in the way of bad things as you can. On that note, with you like social media and stuff, so easy to just go down a rabbit hole and put that in the category of like relaxing. Studies have shown that the more social media you consume, like your tolerance and your absorption of serotonin, like your happy chemicals, and the other one, which doesn't know, and I've completely forgotten it, but yeah, it's really not great for you. So if you are someone who's sitting, maybe this is your time with your partner or something, sitting on a couch, watching a screen, watching another screen, if this sounds vaguely familiar, possibly time to reevaluate. having a genuine sense of connection with the person that you sit near is going to pay you so much more than sitting next to someone being on your phone, okay? Because you never know when that other person is looking up and trying to make a connection, and then the memory that you have of each other is just looking at each other, seeing each other, completely absorbed with something that's apparently more interesting than the person you're sitting next to. So what I do is I don't use my phone after 7 p.m. All notifications are silenced on my watch and on my phone. My social media times out every day after 20 minutes of use. I know, extreme, but necessary for me because I don't find it adds any value to my life. So yeah, I think drawing boundaries and talking about it with your significant other or flatmates or whatever about having time without, sounds so ridiculous. Imagine talking about this 10 years ago. We need to talk about when we don't have our phones in our face. You know, crazy. Anyway, but I think it's necessary to have those conversations about when you want to spend time and what quality time looks like and maybe some boundaries around it. So yeah, 7 p.m. for me, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours before I go to bed because I'm an early riser. So I also don't get that blue light rubbish going on that's messing with my sleep. And then yeah, I can kind of just do things that calm down my system. I don't tend to watch Netflix much. We do it as a family on the weekend sometimes for movie night. But yeah, so usually I'm cooking or something and then tidying up the house. I'll read a bit, do a bit of a stretch because I want to get more flexible because, yep, why not? Yeah, and doing things that actually feed into my life is much more relaxing. I find if I'm watching some drama on Netflix, I feel like there's just more drama there. And that's coming from someone who majored in film. So I appreciate film. I love watching good stuff. Okay, I love being entertained by the screen, by the stage, whatever. Love it. But I'm not going to just sit there unless I have a plan to watch something. I'm not going to sit there and be like, hit me with whatever, because I can't be bothered to do anything else. So yeah, I think the whole message of what I'm trying to say about evening routines is you should plan the last couple of hours of your evening to be something that you really get joy from. All right, could be a really nice beverage. Okay, it could be a cool tea. I don't know, try not to have the caffeine stuff. Apparently, unfortunately, alcohol can mess with your sleep patterns, but there's so many nice sugar-free, everything-free drinks these days. You could really enjoy something like that. You could get into reading if you want to. You could listen to a cool podcast. You could have conversations with people. You could meditate. You could journal. Anything. There's so many things you can do that don't involve constant flashing screens, and can increase your sense of connection with yourself, your health, your goals. So yeah, I guess not using your evening as like a garbage bin of time, because really the only time you have outside of work or other commitments is that little slot. Usually your morning's spent preparing and exercising, whatever, and that evening's the only time that you get to kind of be you. You could socialize with your neighbors. I don't know. You could do something, you know, or learn a language. I don't know. Learn a language. I don't know. There's so much you could do with that time. That's just, I don't know. I keep saying that. I think about the hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people that every night just sit in front of a TV, and I feel sad because of the wasted potential for living. Not like that everyone has to be out like creating all the time, you know, you don't always have to be outputting, but just it's so numbing to be on a phone or watching a screen. Just it's escapism, really. So I'm thinking, what can we do to make life a little bit more enjoyable with those hours? It's not just like dead time. Yeah. So yeah, let me know. What do you do with your evening routine? What do you enjoy? What do you hate? What do you find doesn't work for you? I'd love to hear your opinions about it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Also love that. But yeah, I'm super curious about it. I love thinking about what can make us better. So feel free to add to the convo.